Hello, this is Chef John from foodwishes.com with cranberry mustard salad dressing. And I'm usually not huge on berry vinaigrettes. I'm not a big fan of the raspberry vinaigrette, but this one is very subtle because cranberry are very tangy. And I think it makes for a really interesting seasonally appropriate dressing. So here we go. We're going to take a couple tablespoons of cranberry sauce. This is our famous mango crambango, but any prepared cranberry sauce will work. We're also going to add an equal amount of Dijon mustard and a very small garlic clove. Okay, so just a little garlic. We're going to season that with some salt and pepper. And then for our vinegars, I'm going to go half rice vinegar and half apple cider vinegar. All right, so one vinegar on the milder, sweeter side, and one vinegar on the sharper, more intense side. So that's the base of our vinaigrette. We're going to go over to the blender, and we're going to blend that until completely mixed, and pretty much all those cranberries are broken down. And then we're going to start introducing our oils, and we're going to use two. So the first one here, in keeping with the seasonal theme, some roasted walnut oil, just delicious stuff. So I'm going to drizzle in about a quarter cup of that. And of course I wanted to do the exciting overhead drizzle in the oil shot. And then I realized my blender hates me. And it was like spitting acid into my eyes, or trying to. So anyway, I drizzled this in. I quickly put the lid back on because I was just completely splattered in vinegar. Alright, see what I put myself through for you guys? Anyway, so while the blender's running, I drizzled in my walnut oil. And then we're going to put in another cup or so of regular vegetable oil or a very light olive oil. Okay, so just regular canola oil is fine. I used a really light olive oil, not an extra virgin. All right, you don't want a really strong oil here, something fairly neutral. And once all that vegetable oil is drizzled in, I like to turn the blender to the highest setting, which for me was called liquefy, and that really emulsifies that oil in, and you should have something that looks like this. A thick, beautiful, perfectly emulsified cranberry mustard salad dressing. And yes, you have to be careful. Pink dressings are kind of tricky. All right, you don't want it to look like Pepto-Bismol, but this one actually doesn't. It actually has kind of a cool color, I think. I'm not good with colors, so to me this is pink. I'm sure it has some fancy name, like mauve or something French sounding. Anyway, there you go. A simple, easy, and incredibly delicious cranberry mustard vinaigrette. Perfect on a seasonal salad like this. I have my bitter greens, endive. I have persimmons. I have pistachio. I have pomegranate. So good. And of course, normally I would just toss this all together, but I needed a dramatic drizzling the salad dressing shot. So that's what you got here. And by the way, if you're not a great cook and you got to bring something to that holiday meal, tell people you'll do the salad and you're going to bring your famous special cranberry mustard vinaigrette. So that's a great plan. People will think you're being nice, not, lazy. And how did it taste? Really nice. Like I said earlier, I'm not a huge fan of the berry vinaigrette. They're usually too sweet and fruity for me, but this one is very subtle. It definitely has a little fruitiness from the cranberry, but that is such a tangy fruit that it really works here with the mustard. So a great all-purpose salad dressing any time of the year, but especially around the holidays, this would make a very cool addition to your menu. Anyway, I hope you give it a try. Head over to foodwishes.com for all the specific ingredient amounts, as usual. And as always, enjoy.